Coming up on today's show, Bella Custom Homes takes the ordinary and makes it extraordinary. Tour Time takes on a redecorated lake house in Arkansas. It's mine. Kathy Fielder heads to Rutherford's for fabrics and gifts that are sublime.
It's just been fun to deal with color.
Plus, the hills of Kingswood is opening up a new phase, and builder Ron Davis is capitalizing on all things home theater. Designing Texas starts now. Hello everybody, I'm Jocelyn White and welcome to our June edition of Designing Texas. We're so happy to have you with us here today, and I think it's safe to say June is busting out all over. Take it from the Oklahoma musical and just give it a Texas twist. Up first, Bella Custom Homes and Tony Visconti. He has taken the ordinary and truly made it extraordinary when you're talking about things drywall and sheetrock and foam insulation.
I'm Tony Visconti, owner of Bella Custom Homes, and we've been building in the Metroplex for 25 years now. We are proud of the craftsmen who help us produce a superior product. Eduardo Padilla with Platinum Turnkey Solutions is the company behind all smooth wall textures you'll see in the homes.
Eduardo, one of the things that we're known for is our groin vaults. And I've got to tell you, you do such an incredible job on these groin vaults.
Yeah, thank you, Tony. Well, in order to achieve this type of finish, it's a long process. We had to do a layer of 1/4-inch high flex drywall, 100% glue it, screw it, and then we go back with another layer of 1/2-inch drywall. Many people don't see that, but that's a lot of work, a lot of floating, a lot of coats and coats of primer, mud, in order to have this perfect groin sealings throughout. We have 3 different types of finishes on this project. The more important is on the main areas of the house: stairways, hallways, living room, family room. We're looking for a perfection. The one is called level 5 slick finish, where it's completely smooth. You're not able to see any joints, any lines, anything. It has to be perfect. And then some areas of the house, we have a level 4. We do that for secondary bathrooms, bedrooms, where still being smooth, but it's not exactly perfect. The wine cellar, we did the hand finish, hand trowel, skip trowel is called, to give that kind of Italian, Mediterranean taste.
So the same labor that goes into here goes into our barreled ceilings. And of course, one of my favorite places is the stairwell. It is an oval-shaped staircase, and you've done an incredible job in the precision work on this room.
There was massive the labor involved in this in order to achieve the finish that we got. The stairway looks great, the walls, the ceiling is unique, and definitely this is one of my favorite parts of the whole house.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you as a partner with Bella for 17 years, and shall we be another 17 years, my friend?
You got it. Thank you very much.
All right.
The weather in Texas varies greatly. Superior insulation is very important. Chris Swansea at DFW Thermal Solutions offers a product that keeps us warm in the winter and cool in the hot Texas heat: foam insulation.
I remember us looking at this house early on in the game about 4 years ago, and we spent a lot of time looking at the details of exactly how we wanted to insulate it, and it turned out exactly how we wanted it to.
Yes, and it is a very high efficient home, and the insulation work that you did was incredible. We fully foam all our cavities, so 2x6 walls, and it's a really tight home. So is there a special product that you use, Chris, when you spray these walls?
Yes, we exclusively spray Icynene spray foam. It's the Cadillac foam of the industry. You're getting an R20 in a 2x6 wall.
But it's airtight, isn't it?
It's an air seal. That's the comparison that you get between spray foam and fiberglass, is you get an air barrier.
So that's really good. It keeps a nice tight seal without encapsulating the roof.
Correct.
I like to only encapsulate from the second floor ceiling down. I don't like to encapsulate my rafters. So how is that for you to handle?
We go in, after sheetrock is done, we'll come in and we'll spray an air barrier of spray foam on the attic floor. After that, we will blow in a loose fill fiberglass on top of that to get to the correct R value for code.
And that's R38, isn't it?
Correct.
Very good. So we also have about 2.5 to 3 inches of foam on our sheetrock ceilings, and then R38 on top.
Correct.
So we're still creating that.
You have a 100% air barrier
There you
for
go.
the envelope of your home.
And then the attic can still breathe like it was meant to.
Correct.
Most buyers today are educated buyers, and what they're looking for is a little added value in insulating homes.
What you do for your home buyers, Tony, is above and beyond. Most homeowners want the nice finish out like you provide, but the educated buyer is looking for what's inside the wall and what the energy efficiency is going to give them. And you even go above and beyond that with the soundproofing on the subfloors, sound walls on your bathrooms, bedrooms. It just goes beyond what people expect.
Well, Chris, it's a great partnership. I enjoy working with you and your company.
Thanks, Tony.
And we look for many years working together, buddy.
You bet.
All
Thanks.
right.
Good job, Tony. Next month, Stacy Brotmarkle, also with Bella, will be showing us the latest. Now, this is the time of the year when lots of Texans head to the mountains or the shore, to a second home, or maybe a resort. I personally think I have found the best of all of those worlds. It's in the beginning of the Ozark Mountains, the mountains we call the Ouachitas. It's on the shores of a beautiful lake, Lake Hamilton, and it's in a resort town, the first national park that encompasses a whole town. Hot Springs National Park, Arkansas. The place is mine. It's tour time. Growing up in Arkansas, Hot Springs was always the kind of paradise you dreamt of. What a great place to come to. A resort town, a national park town, and great lakes from Lake Ouachita to Lake Hamilton to Lake Catherine to DeGray and Greeson to the south. And when the lake isn't in season, there's always Oaklawn Racetrack. I found this place when we had our class reunion here some 5 years ago. It's sort of like being on a cruise ship. I call it Lakehouse, and you can see why. My landlady is one of my best friends here, and she let me kind of do whatever I want. Call it carte blanche with the decoration inside the place. And so I've radically changed it in the last 5 years. We spend so many national holidays here that I decorated it in red, white, and blue. And then there's this piece of furniture I call the Project. It was this really ugly brown, and I decided I wanted to make it sort of an upscale shabby chic. I took out the windows so you can reach right in and pull things out. Look how it turned out. All of the things that I got here come from a variety of places. The sofas came from Pottery Barn. A lot of the mix comes from Home Goods, Pier 1, Gilt Online, and Wayfair. Now this particular sleeper sofa I got from my nephew Weston when he comes. I tend to have a big crowd for 4th of July and for Thanksgiving here, and I wanted something special for my dining room table. Well, take a look at this. It used to be a conference table back in the 50s or 60s, and we decided that we would make it look more like a surfboard or a wakeboard. We had it painted with marine paint. And then as for the chairs, they look kind of funky, but I gotta tell you, they're the most comfortable chairs you'll ever sit in. I love my little open kitchen in red, white, and blue, and with lots of touches of antiques and things that I find in little roadside shops along the way. Arkansas Scenic Highway 7 is filled with them. And then behind me is a painting of Garvin Gardens' little cathedral. It's Chapel in the Woods, if you will. And you'll find lots of little pieces of memorabilia about this place scattered throughout the home. Because we love to have company, I wanted each bedroom, and there are 3 with their own baths, to have a particular flair, a personality of its own. So we have the green room, we have the orange room, and we have all the blues, which is my room. But the reason why I love this place so much and call it Lakehouse is because it was built before the Corps of Engineers said you cannot build over the lake. And my deck does go over the water, and it is the perfect place to spend a quiet morning or to watch the sunset. Almost every lake day includes Webster and me on my Sea-Doo, Southern Lady. I just love my Lakehouse time. Today's Real Estate Roundup focuses on a $9 million lakeside property in Heath, number 1 Candlelight Trail. This massive ivy-covered stone beauty has 5 bedrooms, 6.5 baths, and views, spectacular views from every room. Dee Evans of the Dee Evans Group with Ebby Halliday is the realtor, and she raves about this extraordinary place. Pick out some of your favorite things among those little extras.
The dining room is incredible. It looks like wallpaper.
When you walk in and you have the foyer and the grand staircase, it has a big feel, but still feels cozy.
Yes, the owner said that she talked specifically to the builder about how to bring down the greatness of those rooms with those huge barrel ceilings. And the builder took every feel that they wanted in that house and incorporated it in the stone and in the brickwork. You can feel what they were wanting to express in this home. I could see a family that wanted their kids out of the city and get to explore nature.
Still ahead, the Fielder Report, revisiting a Dallas institution and sharing the real scoop. But up next, it's time for a new phase at the hills of Kingswood, plus a home theater surrounding us with sight and sound in the new Ron Davis show home. If you'd like to review anything you see on today's show, just go to our website at designingtx.com. That's designingtx.com.
Restless leg syndrome runs in families. Help end restless leg syndrome for future generations by becoming a member of the RLS Foundation. More strength, more knowledge, more hope for a cure. Visit rls.org.
That is some kind of picture, isn't it?
Oh, gosh,
I
Jocelyn.
know. We'll be talking more about that later. Hey, everybody, I'm Jocelyn White with John Zazelka, and we are at home in the hills of Kingswood. Got a lot of great stuff coming your way in this segment today. But, John, first, I just want to take note. Everything is so green and lush at the hills.
Oh, Jocelyn, it's really remarkable. We're so happy that we worked so hard to save every single solitary tree we could, and it's showing up. And of course, our lots are huge
Right.
compared to anywhere else in the city of Frisco. And having the draws and ravines that we say with these lovely trees, we'll see some of that.
That's so great. And the rain, of course, was instrumental in the green, and your preservation just helped it that much further along. Hey, give us an overview. Here's the 360.
In today's 360, I wanted to introduce Gary Riggs, who is just doing a wonderful job coordinating all of the design and all the placement of furniture and everything required to make a home in the Ron Davis Custom Homes.
Hello, Gary.
Hi, how are you
Good
guys?
to see you.
You too, thanks.
Hey Gary, good to see you
Thanks
again.
for coming in.
Oh, we couldn't wait. We could not wait.
Oh, I know. We want to come in and see what you have planned for us, as our home is about 6 weeks away from being completed.
Well, we have got some really fun things to show you that have got, there's texture, some weathered kind of looks in woods, and some beautiful kind of iron things. We've got a great, I think, color palette of trying to do softer tones with then some really strong black and white that's going to help accentuate a lot of the stone and tile work in the house. There's several things that we're going to look at as far as trying to pull together this Dallas modern kind of feeling that we're looking at and for in this house. Because of the tile and a lot of the stonework, the black and white's going to become really important, so that's going to give us a lot of punch and a lot of drama. Within that, we're going to look at doing some things in softer tones, pull in even some kind of the pastel kind of tones, and get into even some pinks and soft blues that are going to make it very unique.
You know, one of the reasons we chose Gary Rigg Homes to do this is because of the fact that he can pull in vibrant colors to go with the black and white scheme that we've got in the show home in the hills of Kingswood. So I'm excited. He has lots of really, really interesting clientele already. So he's going to bring a lot of prestige and value to our home.
All right, I know it. And you know, this Dallas modern we're building in the hills of Kingswood, our show home is going to be stunning. But you know, we can build other style of homes as well, larger, smaller, you know, Mediterranean. What does the customer want? And that's who we are at Ron Davis Custom Homes. We're so excited to be building the show home with, you know, working with Gary. You know, Gary Rigg's going to do some exciting things to our home. I can't wait to see it when he finishes up. Hey everyone, today I'm here with Joe Bond, the owner of Home Theater Gallery. Joe, tell me, what you going to be doing in our show home?
Well, thanks, Ron. We're really excited about it. We're going to be doing a lot of automation stuff, getting all the speakers and distributed audio throughout the house, and of course finishing out the media room and hanging all the TVs and everything. But really excited about the project. It's a beautiful house. Can't wait to get it going.
And that today, folks, is our 360.
By the way, Joe Bond and Home Theater Gallery, the latest addition to our Hills of Kingswood vendor list. And we're excited to have them. Let's find out why they are so special.
Automation and technology has advanced so much lately that you can control virtually anything in your house from anywhere in the world. My name is Joe Bond. I'm with Home Theater Gallery, and I'd like to show you a home we just finished in Preston Hollow. Technology starts from the moment you walk up to the front door. On this particular home, we installed the Ring Bell doorbell system that gives you instant notifications on your Android or iPhone device. It also records motion, so whenever somebody walks up to the front door, you've got a recording of who is there. We also installed security cameras so you can view footage from events that have happened from anywhere in the world. And there's a lot more features in this house, so let's go take a look. In this particular home, we've wired for Paradigm speakers in the ceiling, in the formal dining room, the wine room, as well as throughout the rest of the house. In this home, we've got 9 zones of audio, which what that means is the kids can be listening to one thing upstairs, you can be out at the outdoor living area listening to something different, or you can listen to the same thing throughout the entire house. It's a feature people are really liking these days. This room, we've got a 75-inch Sony television, and we've also wired and installed a 5.1 surround sound system. With all this technology, you're probably asking yourself how you control it all. We prefer Control 4. Control 4 is an automation company that just basically integrates all these options into one app, so you can use your iPhone, your iPad, an Android, or any other device to control the system from anywhere in the world where you have internet connection. Let me show you how it works. So this is the Control 4 app, but it's the same app that you would see on your iPhone or Android device. The nice thing about this is that you can be sitting on a beach in Hawaii, and if you can't remember if you closed the garage door or the gate, you can just pull out your phone and select close the gate, and it'll close it from anywhere in the world you have internet connection. It's a great feature that people are really enjoying. In this particular home, all the automation equipment is located upstairs in the structured wiring closet. We do a lot of new home builders, and we also can do pre-existing homes. We've done homes that are 110 to 120 years old that now they have the exact same technology as the new construction. At Home Theater Gallery, we do commercial and residential installations, from integrating your security system to full audio-video distribution throughout the house to hanging televisions and complete media room setup, including the new CinemaScope technology. For more information about some of the features that you've seen in this house or any other products, go to thehometheatergallery.com.
Now, as John alluded to earlier, things are happening at the Hills of Kingswood. In fact, a new phase, Phase 3, has just opened. John explains.
Hi everyone, I'm John Zuzelka, the developer behind At Home in the Hills of Kingswood. Phase 3 is going to be released by the City of Frisco in the next few days, and we expect to see pretty massive activity out here. Houses on this section can range from 3,500 square feet on up. This piece of property was especially kept for product that was going to be unusual. There are 100 feet of frontage by 135 to 155 feet deep. And we're proud to be able to have our builders, which are among the best, coming here and providing clients with a service and a product that is unmatched anywhere else in the City of Frisco. As a developer, my partners and I made a special point to save every draw and every ravine that was naturally on this piece of property. This is really the beginning of a series of parks that separate communities. We are keeping every tree you're looking at. One of the reasons we chose the property was the fact that we're the highest hill in Frisco. There's constant breeze, and that noise pollution stays where it belongs, off your property. And folks, it's great to have you here today and great showing off our Phase 3A. As you can see, we're virtually finished, waiting for some final approvals by the City of Frisco. We're going to have a little ribbon cutting ceremony and a party. Please come on out, enjoy the festivities, pick your lot, talk to all the builders, talk to all the architects, and by all means, talk to Sharon Webb, and she'll help you pick the lot of your dreams.
I don't know about you, John, but I'm really excited about Phase 3.
Well, I really am, Jocelyn. We've been preparing this for, the last year and a half, and so to finally have our groundbreaking ceremony close,
yes,
probably sometime in, July.
Okay.
And we are going to be introducing some dozen of the best builders in the Metroplex.
Can't wait. We're at home here in the Hills of Kingswood. We hope you will be too. Thanks, John.
Jocelyn, thank you so much.
Sharon Webb is our go-to gal in the Hills of Kingswood, so stop by, get a personal tour of our community, and let Sharon introduce you to the spectacular home sites we have available. You too can be at home in the Hills of Kingswood. Give her a call to set up your appointment. We're in the home stretch here at Designing Texas. Our thanks to Home Theater Gallery for letting us use one of their theaters as our set today. I've been sneaking peeks at movies along the way. Now it's time for the Fielder Report, which is also today's finishing touch. You'll see why as we go to Rutherford's on Lover's Lane, an iconic Dallas store filled with fabrics and color, accessories, gifts, a whole lot more. Here's Kathy.
Hello, and welcome to the Fielder Report. Today I'm here at Rutherford's Design, the beautiful shop that's been on Lover's Lane for 28 years and one of Dallas's most iconic design stores. Leanne, it's so good to see you again.
Good to see you.
The hat, of course, at Matt Hatter's was an amazing hit. Yay. You guys did such an incredible job.
Yeah, I thought it turned out really beautiful.
It was stunning, and you know, I have to say that I'm so honored to be here today. I love your shop. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
And I would love for you to give me a tour.
Absolutely.
So Leanne, everywhere I look, I see these amazingly beautiful living spaces. It's such a gorgeous store, from local artisans to beautiful accessories that are statement-making pieces to trimmings and fabric. You guys are a one-stop design shop. It's incredible.
That's really the way we wanted to set up the business, that you could come in and do a small project like a pillow, or we could do an entire home or an entire room for somebody. And we offer complete custom work, from custom bedding to beautiful custom draperies. We just want to make each person's home unique to that person.
It's beautiful. And then, of course, this is even outdoor furniture.
Yes, we like to present something a little bit unusual. This is actually a beautiful outdoor piece. The cording on it is actually the cording they use to make with sails on boats.
Oh, amazing.
Standing in a sunroom or standing indoors.
So you've had the honor of working with your mom for all your life,
Yeah,
really.
my mother and my father. Yeah, unofficially
Amazing.
since 8th grade, but probably more officially for
Well, I've
about
worked
20
with
years.
my mom for about a decade as well, so I know how wonderful that is, and I know
It
the
is.
environment it creates, and you have an amazing store. Everywhere I look, there's beautiful color and textures and patterns, and tell me what your favorite thing is.
They really have a
You
remarkable
do.
group of people. It's been with us since we opened, and then we've had other people come in, but our staff has been great. Then we kind of work as a team and work on different projects together, and it's just been fun.
And you have seen quite a few design projects around this town.
We have,
Yeah.
and changes in the industry too.
Absolutely. It's been kind of an interesting last 5 years within the design industry, I know.
It's been quite a
And the
journey.
fact that you're still here, it has been a journey. So tell me what you think or what you see is trending right now in design.
Well, you know that gray has been in.
It is way in.
But I'm really happy to see color coming back in. I'm seeing it more in design and texture, wallpaper, fabrics, and it's really exciting to me because that's what we've always been about, is color.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited about what I'm seeing today, and I hope that trend continues. I think gray is nice, but it's nice to have a little color.
So let's talk about wallpaper.
I love wallpaper.
It's a big trend.
It can add so much ambiance to a room,
It
and
really
it can go
can.
very contemporary with textures. You can have a very dramatic, big design in a very small space, like a powder bath, and certainly that little powder bath is a jewel box. So we love creating those wonderful moments in someone's home that they can really feel proud of and say, yes, look at this incredibleness I
Yes,
have.
that's the thing about a home, is you want your client to feel
Yes.
proud, and when they walk in the door, you want them to feel like, hey, wow, this is me. Thank you so much for having me here today in your
sure.
gorgeous store.
Oh,
I had so
thank
much
you.
fun. Absolutely, absolutely, anytime.
Come
So,
back.
Thank you so much, and that's the Fielder Report.
Rutherford's is a great store, great place to shop. And with Father's Day ahead, you can probably find some gifts there. Hope you appreciate your dad. As for my daddy, Burl White Jr., and for Buddy's daddy, Jimmy Coronado, they have gone on and crossed over, but we know they're looking down on us today, hopefully smiling. And we hope you've been smiling as you watch today's show, and that you'll join us again next month for another edition of Designing Texas. In the meantime, home is where the heart is, of course. We'll see you then.